Stay cool during back to school with Premier Heating and Air. All month long, Premier is waiving service calls and giving you $25 off repairs on the same visit. Premier has discounts starting at $1,000 on qualifying new systems. Call 478-300-2633 today or visit us online at dublin.premiershere.com. And go back to school cool. Restrictions may apply. Cannot be combined with other offer. Expires 8/31/26.
Hey folks, Mike Anderson. Samson Steel Structures is not just a company, it's a kingdom-minded company. We don't just serve our customers, we serve our community any way we can. When I first got the address before I bought the land for the company, he also gave me a scripture, Deuteronomy 28:12. It says, "The Lord will open up the store gates of his bounty and send rain on your land in this season. You will lend to many nations, but borrow from none." I took that as a direct charge when we opened up this company. For every athlete, band member, cheerleader, or fan, remember, put your faith in Christ and there's no limit where he will take you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome out. This is your Samson Steel Structures Into the Huddle feature of the week, and we've got Mr. Jeremiah Taylor here with me now. We're here in Wrightsville. How are you doing, Jeremiah?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. So, Jeremiah, we were just talking about your ties to the program, to Johnson County football. Kind of tell our viewers, tell our audience out there what this place means to you.
Well, I've been here my whole life, ever since I've been little. I've been managing when I was little, and then I just grew up in this locker room, in this area, and with the team, and just figuring out how our head coach, Don Norton, runs everything, and just paying attention ever since I've been little.
Yeah, absolutely, and just that paying attention, man, as you think back to being that little guy in these locker rooms, at the games, and now you're out there, you're on the field, you're playing running back, you're playing linebacker. What does it mean to you when you think about that young man that you were, that little guy that you were, to now be wearing the blue and white each night?
It means a lot because, like you said, I used to be little, coming in here looking up to the guys and stuff, and now that I'm one of them and I have youngins looking up to me, it means a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. You understand what it's like to be that young guy. So, yeah, you carry that with you. So, let's talk about your family. Your brothers played here, and your dad, a coach here for the Trojans.
My brothers, William and Joshua Taylor, shout out to them. They taught me everything I know. Also, my dad, he taught me everything I know. And, yeah, him being my linebacker coach, there's a lot that goes on behind closed doors, discussions, looking over film and stuff like that. My brothers, they really try to prepare me for what football life's gonna be like, college football life's gonna be like. They really tried to help me as much as possible to be prepared to be the best player I could be. And shout out to my mom, Starlet Taylor. She wakes up every day. She's a hardworking lady, and she inspires me to keep going every day. My grandmother, she's a breast cancer survivor. And, yeah, she keeps pushing every day. She tries to make every game that she can. And, yeah, it just means a lot. And my late uncle, he played here, and he was a running back. And, yeah, I heard stories about him all the time. Right. So it just makes me feel like I'm at home when I'm wearing that Trojan blue.
Yeah, that thing, man, it means a lot to you. You work hard for everybody you just mentioned, don't you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I try and do everything dedicated to them and dedicated to our late coach, which was also my uncle, Sean Linder. He was a very special guy in the community and in my heart, and yeah.
Yeah, man, what do you think's so special about Johnson County football? Because anytime I come here, Jeremiah, you guys are close, and obviously for you, the family aspect, but the whole team, what brings you guys together, the way you guys are so close?
We've been together a lot. This whole group, we really grown up together, and we've been playing ball together our whole life, and this year especially, we've done a lot of team bonding. We've done late things after practice, such as like the extra things that we do, such as whether it's working out or running. And like we've bonded here at the school. Our coach approved of us coming to the locker room and just having team bonding time, whether that's playing the game or just having conversations and just vibing with each other.
Yeah, I love that, man. Yes, sir. Tell me a little bit about yourself. You're a junior here. What about future aspirations for Jeremiah?
For my future, I want to continue to play football, whether that's at the D3 level, the D2 level, or the D1 level.
Just want to play ball.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I just want to play ball. I'm a hard worker. I like to work. Me and my friends, we work a lot. We push each other to be the best we can be. And, yeah, it just comes with growing up, down here in Johnson County, my brothers, and like I said, my dad pushing me to be the best I can be. When I was little, I used to race my brothers, but they used to beat me, but it was just all for the competition.
Right.
I love competing, and I just love the game.
I love that, man. Ladies and gentlemen, our Samson Steel Structures feature of the week, Mr. Jeremiah Taylor.
Are you tired of being bombarded with ads and quotes and not knowing who to trust online? Don't take a chance with such an important decision with just any online dealer. Come to Dublin and see why Samson Steel Structures is your #1 choice for steel buildings. We have beautiful display models to get a close look and see for yourself what makes us #1 in 17 states with 5-star service. We have design specialists on site that will sit down with you and make sure your building is perfect for your property. Or you can get creative and design your own building at SamsonSteelStructures.com. Remember, when you buy the best, you'll forget the rest.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wrightsville, Georgia, where the Johnson County Trojans play host to the Warren County Screamin' Devils here tonight. We're here in Wrightsville, the friendliest town in Georgia, but this Trojan team, I don't know if friendly is the best word to describe what they plan on doing to the opposing team tonight. I'm Jackson Locke, joined by Mr. Craig Hightower. Craig, this Johnson County team is special. You saw them last week.
Absolutely. No, they took it over to East Dublin, Georgia, and played our Falcons in the nest over there and took it to them for 4 quarters, brother, and looking forward to it tonight.
Absolutely a great showing in that border war, the opening game of the season for Johnson County. Tonight, a little bit different. They're on Herschel Walker Field in Lovett Stadium under that Blue Monster. These kids, you put them in Wrightsville under the Blue Monster, they're going to play with some energy. Not that we didn't see that last weekend. Talking about some numbers, it was 18-0 at halftime against that talented East Lawrence team, 24-0 in the third. The final 32-15 there, Johnson County coming out on top. How about this, 455 total yards of offense for them, but defensively, they were lights out as well. East couldn't get anything going, and we're going to see this defense here.
Not at all. Yeah, very, very excited to see what Johnson County has to bring versus a newly led Warrenton team here.
That's right. Yeah, new head coach over there for the Warren County Screamin' Devils, Rashard Carter. A system guy, been in the system since 2019, promoted to head coach this season. He's loved over there in Warren County, evidenced by this job. And how about a big win for Rashad Carter, new head coach over there, 1-0. He's undefeated as a head coach, Craig,
Absolutely.
and he'll put that title on the line here tonight in Wrightsville.
Sounds good. Excited to get this underway.
Rashad Carter taking over for Steven Simpson over there. How about this, Craig? Listen in. Steven Simpson, head coach for 5 years over there at Warren County. Guess who his high school head coach was? Bruce Lane.
Wow.
Steven Simpson as well. Doesn't stop there. Part of the 2006 state champion Dublin Irish team.
Wow.
So that's who Rashard Carter has been learning under these past few years, and he brings a talented team here tonight to face a well-coached and talented Johnson County team with a lot of veteran presence. Here's the kick by Mr. Jackson. Going to be fielded there at the 15. And there he goes. He's going to start at about the 30-yard line. The Screamin' Devils started off first. We know they're fast. We know they're talented, Greg. Other than that, kind of an open book for us. We'll see what they come out with.
Well, from warm-ups, I saw they're going to look like a spread team
right
to a certain degree, but they do a lot of H-back, spotter type of look a lot like West Lawrence a little bit as far as their running game, but did not show a lot in the warm-ups.
They got some decent size on that line.
They do.
Johnson County 1-0, Warren County 1-0. Warren County with a big win over Jenkins County, a good football team last year, so big win to add to their resume coming into week 2 here tonight, the home opener for the Johnson County Trojans. And here we go, that defense that shut out East Lawrence all the way nearly through 3 quarters, and tonight they'll have another test in Warren County.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it. Got a flag on the play here.
We'll start it with a penalty.
Offsides on Joko here.
Uncharacteristic there. And we talked about Rashard Carter, of course, on the other side of the field. It's Don Norton. His 20th season with the Johnson County Trojans. Really needs no introduction. 150 wins with the Trojans. Maybe tonight with his 151st. We'll see.
Absolutely.
There's a short game for him on 1st and 5. Set up 2nd and 4. So after the penalty, a 1-yard gain. 2nd and medium for him now. Big expectations for this Johnson County team this year. 11-1 last year, loses in the 2nd round to Brooks County, a heartbreaker, 14-7. Powerful Brooks County, of course. And this year, the expectations sky high, returning so many of those veterans from last season. You think about the guys on the defense, so many veteran leaders who have a ton of experience from last season coming back. I think of Jacaden Webb, and I think of Dwayne Abrams, Jacaden in the secondary, and Dwayne just a menace up there up front. Both of those guys, a couple of names to watch out for here tonight.
Absolutely.
There's a 1st down for Warren County.
That's number 2, Tarosi Leslie for Warren County on the carry. Pretty good run there, Jackson. What you think about that?
Pretty good. I mean, that's a big quarterback, a strong guy, kind of reminds me of prime Cam Newton, if you will.
Right.
He's going to be tough to take down, and he looked pretty good there. Fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 now for the Warren County Screamin' Devils. And he's got a hole there, got to get him in that 2nd level. Great tackle there by the Trojans. That was Cedric Bridges, the junior, there on the stop.
That's number 4, Cedric Johnson on the carry there for the offense.
Cedric Crime there. Second and 8 here after the game for the Screamin' Devils. Here's the snap going the other direction now. Decent space, Craig. They're running the football pretty well here to start the game.
They are trying to spread out those big guys in the trenches there. Going to be a 3rd and short here, about 3rd and 2 looks like. And they are in the Johnson County side of the field here.
They're pushing here, trying to get this crowd alive. Great crowd out here tonight for the home opener. It's Thursday night football here. Thursday night football edition of the game of the week. A special treat here for us.
Absolutely.
Excited to be here at Herschel Walker Field under the Blue Monster. Craig, this is my first time ever being here. I'm beyond excited to be out under the Blue Monster here tonight. Here's a snap, quarterback keeper, that powerful quarterback, and that time.
He's going to be ate up there by number 5, Kelsey Waters there on the stop for Johnson County.
Yeah, Kelsey, a sophomore. Pretty big piece for him last week against East Lawrence in the border war.
Absolutely. Coming down. Looks like they're dropping him this week from a linebacker position, kind of running a 5-man front to what they're seeing as the strong side. So great play there. Big 4th down here early in the game.
Huge 4th down, can't really understate it. They're pushing in Johnson County territory. 4th and 1. Got a man back there with him. Showing pressure, showing a blitz here are the Trojans.
And they stuffed him.
He's still up, Craig, but he's not going to get close, not even back to the line of scrimmage. Ladies and gentlemen, huge stop. That stop's brought to you by Vines Pest Solutions. Vines Pest Solutions, proudly serving Johnson County. Big stop there. Let's see this Trojan offense. You're watching the game of the week. It's Thursday night here from Lovett Stadium on Herschel Walker Field. We are here in the friendliest town in Georgia. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Huge stop there by the defense. And now we'll see this Chance Wombles-led offense. Craig, Chance Wombles just had a great game last week at the quarterback position. How about this? 2 passes, 2 touchdowns. We'll take it.
Absolutely, brother. Really led the team.
Great blocking out front. There's Jacaden Webb. Jacaden, the senior. Jacaden with a good night in the border war, 81 yards and a touchdown on the ground last Friday for Jacaden.
Absolutely. We
he'll
got
get the
the
first
Triple J in the backfield.
That's right, Triple J.
2
I love it.
Jeremiahs and a Jacaden there.
Jeremiah, and Jacaden, 3-headed monster, if you will. And thinking of Jeremiah Taylor, and we'll certainly talk about Jeremiah Scott, but Jeremiah Taylor taking over that fullback number 1 position this year, and he's just a bowling ball back there, just knocking everybody over. Here's Jeremiah Scott this time. Jeremiah Scott fumbled from behind. Craig, if he didn't fumble, I think he was thinking end zone and maybe loosen that ball up a little bit more.
I think he saw too much green, and he said, "Uh-oh." Had a goose egg there.
Nothing but God's green grass there in front of him here in the friendliest town in Georgia. And Jeremiah might have got a little excited. I think the ball got tapped there from behind. But that was you give Jeremiah Scott a crease like that, you can kiss him goodbye. See ya.
Absolutely. They look like they're off sides here. Nothing going to be called.
Jacaden Webb runs into his blocker, Dwayne Abrams there.
I'll tell you one thing I saw last week versus the east side, Jackson, was a lot of patience and vision, especially from the wingback, but even from Jeremiah coming in the fullback. A lot of vision, following blockers, and then seeing a hole and hitting it as hard as they could.
Yeah, they're just incredibly patient and to a point that you don't see it on this level.
Absolutely.
Very often, Craig.
There's Jeremiah Scott.
A busted play there. Missed our block. There was just a guy standing there waiting for him.
Yeah, that nose guard, I think he got double teamed, but he was still on knees, and we ran right into him there, Jackson.
Chance Wombles, this is his first year as the starter. Got some valuable time last year behind Nathan Billy Tuberville, but Chance, he doesn't seem like a first-year starter the way he commands the offense.
Not at all. Very comfortable. You can tell he's been coached up very well and it's waited his time here at Johnson County, but he did a tremendous job leading the way for this offense.
You couldn't have a bigger competitor back there leading the Trojans. Chance, very highly praised by his coach, Don Norton, when I talked to him earlier this week. Here's Jeremiah Scott. There you go, following the blockers like you talked about. We'll see you into the end zone. Touchdown, Jeremiah Scott. That's a rehab advantage. Instant replay. What'd you see there, Craig?
Hey, man, Jeremiah Scott, what can we say? You know the name. Taking the jet there around the right side on the far side of the field, all the way into the end zone for the score.
Jeremiah Scott does it again. That'll be his 5th offensive touchdown of the season, Craig.
I don't think he's done quite yet either.
If you're keeping track. Grayson Jackson on now to attempt the extra point. We're having some issues here. Jacaden forgot he's on special teams, and he'll get out there just in time. We still got 20 seconds. We'll take our time. So we had some trouble on the extra point last week, Craig.
We did. Much better tonight. Split the uprights there. 7-0, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Early mornings, tight schedules, straight lines. When your business is built on results, Kubota delivers the reliability, dealer support, flexible finance and lease options to keep your fleet going, your work on track, and your confidence high. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 1.99% APR for up to 48 months.
Mid-State Tractor and Equipment is now located at 492 Fire Tower Road in Dublin. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Trojans strike first here tonight in Wrightsville, Georgia. 7-0 here, not even halfway through the first quarter. Obviously, everything you want there on your first drive. And Jeremiah Scott, what else can you say about the young man? Breaks a tackle there, but there's a charge of Trojans there to meet him. You know, Craig, we don't do it often, but Jeremiah Scott setting himself up for back-to-back Premier Heating and Air Player of the Game.
Right.
It's going to be hard to deny tonight.
Man, he's going at it already. not halfway through the first quarter here, he's already making his impact, just like last week versus East Lawrence. So great start for him, and just a great kid, man. A lot of bright future ahead for him.
Great kid. Was able to talk to Jeremiah earlier this week. Just a good head on his shoulders. And, again, I already said it about Chance Wumbles, but the kid's just a born competitor. And you just get that overall feeling here when you come to Wrightsville. A whole lot of competitors. And that Trojan band getting fired up here. Let's see the defense again. Maybe a little bend in that first drive. And they ran the ball decently well, the Screamin' Devils did. This time, met at the first level, the defensive line, letting them have it.
Definitely key in there, the backs, if you're Johnson County defense here, Jackson. I will say, though, in the warm-ups, number 2, their quarterback does have a decent arm, so they may be getting ready to air it out, especially if we're heading for a 3rd and long.
Yeah, you got to watch out for a play action here, the way they've been running the football. 6 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 2nd and long, Craig. This is a pivotal down. Let's see if they're going to decide to pass it here. This time, quarterback keeper, they're really trusting him, but there's Dwayne Abrams on the stop. That tackle brought to you by Vines Pest Solutions. Dwayne Abrams with the big tackle there.
Great
quarterback.
play.
Now they're set up for 3rd and long.
Let's see what they got in the tank here. Or it could be just like East Lawrence last Friday night. They could be in for a long game here versus this wing T offense that's running to perfection right now, brother.
Absolutely. A team like Johnson County, you get behind, it's so hard to get back up on them because the fundamentals are so crisp. Everything's so crisp on the offensive side of the ball. If you can't put up any points, you got to find a way to slow down that wing T. Let's see if they can get the first down here. Not looking too good for them. Jeremiah Scott credited him with the tackle there. He's not going to be close. He's going to be about 4 yards short of the first down. No way they decide to go for it here at this portion of the field.
The referee there actually blew him down.
Okay, they blew him dead.
Way back, so this is going to be a long 4th and 8 here, Jackson.
Thank you for the correction there, Craig. 4th down here, they're bring on the punting unit. Gotta love the energy here tonight in Wrightsville.
Absolutely. Big night here at Herschel Walker Field. You can feel the energy. First home game of the year.
Yep.
The cheerleaders are going, the band's popping.
Special Thursday night edition here from the Blue Monster. Let's see what they have in the special teams game. And he gets it off after the high snap, but it's not the best punt you've ever seen. And it's going to set up the Trojans on the Screamin' Devil 40. When we return, we'll see that Trojan offense. Stay with us.
Hey, this is Perry at Williamson's Bakery, proud supporter of our local athletics. For almost 100 years now, Williamson's Bakery has brought you the freshest donuts, cakes, and pies in the area. So on that Friday afternoon, when you're getting ready for your afternoon tailgate, come see us here at Williamson's Bakery, 1634 Veterans Boulevard. Always remember, come get you some.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We'll see this Trojan offense again with 4 minutes to work with. Can we get another score on the board here before the end of the first quarter? And, don't want to call our shot too early. Is it going to be a long night for these Screamin' Devils? You got to think a score here certainly sets it up that way. And, of course, the explosive play by Jeremiah Scott is what set us up on that last drive. And here's the first handoff of the game, I believe.
Kelsey Waters there on the carry there.
Sophomore Kelsey Waters getting in there at the fullback
I'll tell you what, it was hard to see some of these jersey numbers, man. They're tight, and they got their back plates out tonight. So
we're going to do our best. It's pretty good start to the drive there on 1st and 10.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's about all you're looking for there. And certainly you'd take more, but that's wear down a team all night here in the first quarter. A 5-yard gain on that. Maybe by the 4th, it'll be 10, 12, a touchdown. Follow your blockers. Patient running there by Jacaden Webb, and that's what you're talking about, the vision that the backs have. Excellent example there by Jacaden.
Absolutely. The trust they have you know, you could tell this is a team of not just players but brothers. They've grown together. They trust each other. There's obvious chemistry because you can't run behind these guys if you don't trust them to eventually give you a hole and find a crease. So great play there and great
That's
run
right.
by Jacaden.
And these are guys who, like you said, have been together for a long time. This is a team looking for its 5th consecutive region championship.
Definitely looks like they're well on their way here tonight, Jackson.
We don't want to call our shots too early. I don't know if Coach Norton will love us saying that, but we can speculate, Craig. I got no problem with it.
Absolutely,
Here's
brother.
a man in motion. How about another pass for Chance Womble?
Open.
Setting it up, got him. Oh, off the fingertips.
That was Dazon DeVero there on the intended target. Just missed the outstretched hands there. But,
Off the fingertips of Dazon DeVero, yeah. Whew.
Chance Womble's definitely he might not get the most attempts per game, but he's pretty much a dead-on hit.
He makes the most of them. And then you mentioned, yeah, the accuracy of Chance anytime is deadly. And because of the way we run the football, anytime we pull it back and let them, there's usually a guy wide open in the end zone. It seems like, Craig.
Yeah, or you're definitely getting, you know, man coverage because you got 8 people in the tackle box at least. So, second down here.
Handoff, I believe that was Kelsey Waters. Sophomore Kelsey Waters, some hard running there. Now we've got a third medium. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Week 2 action for the Trojans.
Going to be a 3rd and short. Looks like a 3rd and 3 here. We're trying to get in that double Nissan red zone, Jackson. You think we're going to get there here?
Creeping in on the double Nissan red zone. I predict we get in there on this play, Craig.
Man in motion up the middle. Kelsey Waters there on the carry, and that's going to be a Johnson County first down.
A First Lawrence Bank first down that sets us up in that Dublin Nissan red zone. Officially in the Dublin Nissan red zone now, just where we want to be. Visit Don Carswell today or go ahead and hop on over to mydublinnissan.com. Get you a fantastic deal there from Don Carswell, mydublinnissan.com. And here we go. Chance Womble's now under center.
They are going to call it 1st and goal here, so got 10 yards to go.
Jacaden Webb gets a good chunk of them there. How about a touchdown for the Trojans? The senior, Jacaden Webb for 6. That's a rehab advantage. Instant replay, Craig.
Absolutely. Great play there by Jacaden Webb. Just toughness, following his blockers, and then shaking off a would-be tackler to get 6 more on the board here for Johnson County.
Jacaden Webb fired up into the end zone. Won't be denied. How about dragging a man on his back right there?
Absolutely. Great play. Great teamwork. That offensive line's doing some work here tonight early, Jackson.
Grayson Jackson 1 for 1 so far tonight, and the extra point attempt is good. Grayson Jackson 2 for 2. Let's check it out on our Matt Hatchett scoreboard. From Wrightsville, Georgia, the Trojans 14. Nothing for the Screamin' Devils. We'll be back.
Allen's Heating and Cooling is your licensed Amana equipment dealer. Trust Allen's Heating and Cooling to install and service your heating and cooling unit. Allen services all brands, and with the purchase of a new Amana, offers a lifetime compressor warranty. Call Sean Clark or any of his friendly staff at Allen's Heating and Cooling, your Amana dealer. Amana lasts and lasts and lasts.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Grayson Jackson just about ready to tee it up and kick it off. Grayson Jackson 2 for 2 on his extra points, and Jacaden Webb and Jeremiah Scott both found the end zone so far tonight.
Absolutely. Great job here by Johnson County thus far.
Another kickoff to about the 15-yard line. Big lick there. I believe that was Jeremiah Taylor.
Great play there by Jeremiah coming down. Good to know he's okay. I was a little worried about maybe some cramping because generally last week he was the main man the first half in there on offense at fullback. So he came down and laid some lumber there.
Yeah, you mentioned that cramping, and see less of that this week as these guys start getting back in game shape. Nothing can prepare you for it except playing under the lights.
Absolutely, nothing like it.
Under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Nothing going in that last drive for the Warren County Screamin' Devils, and they were looking like they wanted to pass the ball there. We'll have a substitution here now for the Trojans. Ricardo Taylor, the sophomore.
Calling offsides on us again.
It's the second of the night. Just a little too eager up there. Gonna have to clean that up. Find a way to clean that one up. Here's the snap for the Screamin' Devils. He is absolutely clobbered. That play is brought to you by Vines Pest Solutions. Kelsey Waters there and a whole host of Trojans. He was sandwiched there, flipped upside down. Big hit there by the Trojans.
Yeah, him and Kelsey Dupree, number 52, absolutely sandwiched the quarterback there. Definitely going to get some of that penalty yardage back there, Jackson.
That'll do it.
Big 2nd and 8 here.
Wow, what a huge play on a 1st and 5. Kelsey Waters loses his lid there, and I enjoyed seeing how animated and excited he was. You could see his full facial expression there.
Absolutely. Had to come out for a play, unfortunately, but I think we'll be okay.
I think we might manage. Decent run there. Jeremiah Taylor on the tackle after a gain of about 5 or 6 there, Craig. Set us up for a 3rd, and we'll call it, what do you think, 3.5, 3rd and 4?
Right there at it. Yes, sir. You're on the money, Jackson.
You know, I do all right with the math. I do all right with the numbers. The Trojan defense looking for another big stop. First quarter, 1 minute to go here. Trying to shut down this Warren County offense another time. The quarterback takes the snap, handoff up the middle. He's met there by that Trojan defensive line.
Dwayne Abrams there making a big play to stop it, bring up a very 4th and short. Let's see what they have here.
Yeah, Dwayne Abrams, one of those guys I talked to this summer who talked about the pain and the hurt of that 2nd round loss to Brooks County last year and how they couldn't do it again. They can't be denied this year what they were unable to attain last year. And Dwayne Abrams, you see the intensity he plays with out there on the field.
Absolutely. Definitely. They definitely want more this year. Definitely got to pace themselves and look like they're doing a great job. Better punt this time for Warren County. Fair catch there by Jeremiah Scott. Going to be at about the 24-yard line of Johnson County. We'll be right back after a brief word from our sponsors.
At Middle Georgia Mechanical, we offer 24-hour, 7-day-a-week emergency service, free estimates, same-day service, and our flat rate pricing means no surprises. You approve the cost before we begin. We also offer a 10% discount to senior citizens and all our military personnel. Call us today at Middle Georgia Mechanical, the team that's as reliable as our systems. Middle Georgia Mechanical, serving all of Middle Georgia right here in Dublin.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Trojan offense out there with 23 seconds left to go here in our first quarter. This is a team that rushed for 368 yards last week in the Border War, scored 32 against the Falcons in the Border War, and off to a hot start here tonight.
Toss to Jeremiah Taylor here. He's got room. Nice juke move. He's going up to the 45-yard line there. Big run for Jeremiah Taylor.
Jerry follows his blockers there, and also just he's so strong, Craig. You can just see it. He runs like a bulldozer through there. You thought, and I thought, he was about to break that one loose.
Absolutely. He has got a gnarly juke move. I'll tell you what, he brought it out. I mean, he was juking middle linebackers last week, running the midline up the middle against Eastside. And that's going to be the end of our first quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay with us. You're watching the game of the week right here on TV 35. We're here in Lovett Stadium for the first time this season, 14-0. Trojans on top.
We have natural gas all over town.
Get yourself a natural gas tankless water heater and save space.
And have endless hot water.
Natural gas is more efficient than electricity.
And it's lighter than air.
When you install natural gas appliances,
you can get rebates up to $1,500.
The City of Dublin will finance you up to $10,000.
For 60 months at 0% interest.
Use natural gas for all your outdoor cooking.
It's a luxury.
We're on call 24/7.
You'll call us and we'll be there.
Whether you're building a home or starting a business, City of Dublin Natural Gas has you covered.
We serve commercial and residential gas all across town.
Yeah! Finish the drill with natural gas. Call your gas guys.
At 478-277-5048.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you back to the game of the week right here on TV 35. We're going to flip fields here. The Johnson County offense scored twice tonight, once by Jacaden Webb and another by Jeremiah Scott. Jeremiah Scott, a huge explosive run, and Jacaden Webb there from the 10-yard line just would not be denied. And this is a team that averaged 36 points a game last year. Craig only allowed 9, but offensively, certainly hoping to be on pace for that after 2 games and looking like they got a good chance at it. Here's our first completion of the night for the Trojans. Shakes a man off. Still rolling.
Nice screen pass there to Dezon DeVero. There by Chance Wombles. Going to be up to about the 44-yard line of Warren County here. Great start to the drive. Well, great start to continue the drive, excuse me.
Great start to the quarter there. DeVero, such a big receiver out there, and he running with some authority, and he got a little nasty juke on him as well, Craig.
He did. Great elusiveness there.
Man in motion toss play to Jeremiah Taylor. Taylor going to cut it back up the middle. Nothing but Garage green grass there in front of him, but a man swings him down. He'll go down at about the 10-yard line. Another powerful, explosive run there for our fullback, Jeremiah Taylor. Jeremiah Taylor featured this week on our Samson Steel Structures Into the Huddle. Stays comfortable, stay seated. You'll see that coming up here at the conclusion of our second quarter. Great talking with Jeremiah Taylor about what this program means to him, why he does it, what this program means to his family. So just give me a little preview there, that interview coming to you at halftime. Here's your screen pass. Jeremiah Scott, oh my goodness, into the end zone. That's a touchdown. That's the craziest juke I've seen in a long, long time. That's a rehab advantage instant replay, Craig.
Absolutely, great catch there on the wide receiver screen by Jeremiah Scott, taking it in after a nice juke move into the end zone for yet another touchdown on his 2026 campaign.
Jeremiah Scott, his 6th score of the season. How about this? 6 quarters of football for Jeremiah Scott, 6 touchdowns. Also an interception and a whole lot of yards.
Absolutely.
He's set up for a historic season.
And we are 3 for 3 tonight. Grayson Jackson doing a great job. And we'll be right back after looking at our Matt Hatchett scoreboard. Joe Coe on top.
Have you registered to vote? Election day is coming up soon, and the last day to register is October the 5th. Please get registered and go vote and re-elect Matt Hatchett, your District 155 state representative. As your representative, Matt Hatchett has fought to put more money back into the pockets of the people of Johnson and Lawrence counties, while House Democrats have opposed every tax cut
and opted to support expanded government programs that would increase your taxes on hardworking families. Matt Hatchett will always fight for you. Please go to the polls and re-elect Matt Hatchett, your District 155 state representative.
Grayson Jackson here to kick it off, 21-0. Craig, just doing whatever we want to on offense right now.
Absolutely. JoCo is rolling. Looks like from week 1 to week 2, throwing in a couple more plays and executing them to just about perfection here, Jackson.
Here's the boot from Jackson. Take a good bounce. Caught there at about the 15-yard line. Warren County needs a good return. Yeah, they'll have a decent one out to about the 28, 29-yard line.
Number 21.
Jameer Wadley. Wadley, a senior, and they're on the tackle.
Absolutely. So Warren County here is going to have the ball at their own 30-yard line starting. Definitely want to see something from them here, or we could be running the clock here late in the game if you're Johnson County fans, what you want to see.
You know, if they obviously they're on offense right now, but they got to find a way to stop us on the other side of the football. And the way we've ran it so far, good luck.
Well, they scored 35 points last week.
They did.
Versus a decent Jenkins team, from what I've been told.
A Jenkins County team that won 8 games last season, so, respectable for sure. They did put some points on the board. We've only seen them stick to the ground, and we've seen our big, strong defensive front meet them there just about every time after that first drive.
Yeah, only one pass and didn't really have anything going there. That ended up losing yardage for them. So we'll see what we see here.
Yeah, they got 2 receivers to the right.
Oh, my, blown up. Number 10, Jalen Daniels.
That is brought to you by Vines Pest Solution. Daniels read it like a book and blows it up. Might be time to go to the air.
It might be time.
We'll take a timeout. The Trojans, red hot, here from the Lovett Stadium on Herschel Walker Field under the Blue Monster. We're here in Wrightsville, Georgia. The Johnson County Trojans in firm control here tonight. You're watching Thursday Night Football right here on TV 35. We'll be back.
Hi, I'm Rodney McNamara at Dublin Wind Nelson. At Dublin Wind Nelson, our goal is the long-term success of your business. We are committed to doing things right, one customer at a time. If you have a question or if you're looking for hard-to-find parts, give us a call. We are ready to help you today, so come by and see us or give us a call at Dublin Wind Nelson.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Second and a long one after that big, big loss there for the Screamin' Devils. Here's a handoff, and you're going to have to do something else. Not finding anywhere to go, trying to run straight at our defense.
No, right now we're just pinning our ears back, Jackson. No fear of the passing game because they haven't given us anything to fear there. And we're pinning our ears back and just going for the ball carriers here. Long third down. Got to be a passing down here if you're Warren County for certain. If not, might be in trouble here for another 4th down.
Yep, an obvious passing situation, 3rd and 14.
Twins out to the far side for Warren County. Man in motion, number 5. Got a man open, though, across the middle of the field.
Incomplete. Hits the back of a Trojan in the right place at the right time.
Number 7, Amara Murray there on the pass breakup. Had a crease there, though, if you are Warren County, so could be something we come back to later in the game for them. But as of right now, Jackson, like you said, 4th and a mile.
4th and a mile indeed. Another punt here, and 10 minutes on the clock, and putting the ball back into the hands of the Chance Wombles-led Trojan offense. I don't think you feel too good over there on the Warren County sideline right now.
No, you can't. Nice airish punt. Going to take a Johnson County bounce out of bounds at around the 48-yard line. And we'll be right back after we take a look at our Matt Hatchett scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dustin Gay, class of 1997, and we're proud supporters of the East Lawrence Falcons.
I'm Cassie Middlebrooks, Dr. Dustin Gay's physician assistant and part of the West Lawrence class of 2007. We're proud to support the Raiders.
I'm Dr. Heath Richter, class of 1991, and we are proud supporters of Dublin Fighting Irish.
I'm Morgan Archer, Dr. Richter's PA, class of 2009, and we're proud supporters of the Trinity Crusaders.
From our team to yours, we're committed to providing the highest level of orthopedic care.
In fact, few organizations have assembled the talent and expertise that you can find at the Houston Clinic.
We offer advanced orthopedic care for patients of all ages and in every stage of life.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here in Wrightsville. You're watching the game of the week right here on TV 35, and Johnson County offense got the ball here with 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. It's 21-0.
Yeah, we're going to have a quick quarterback change here. Chance Womble's coming out for Mr. Gus Reagan here. QB2 there listed on the depth chart for Johnson County. Let's see how he runs the offense, Jackson. Man in motion. Kelsey Waters on the carry for about 9 yards there, Jackson, and Johnson County is straight rolling here with 10 minutes left in the second quarter.
Not sure why we made the quarterback change. If we're that comfortable at this point in the game, perhaps we are.
Maybe it's just an experience thing there. I don't think there's anything Chance has done wrong per se thus far, but let's see what Gus has here for us, Jackson. Very odd, though, very early after just a quarter and a little shy of 2 minutes.
You don't typically see it this early. This is Gus Reagan. I got the name right. So Gus Reagan in there at quarterback, and let's see how he does.
Jeremiah
he's
Scott
running with some authority. Jerry on the spin move. That'll be a first Lawrence Bank.
Excuse me, that's Zachorian Grady on the carry.
There you
he
go,
had a
first
bunch
Lawrence
of carries
Bank.
in the game last week in the second half.
There you go, first Lawrence Bank. Now a division of Bank South. Big run there. And yeah, I think we might just go ahead and make some subs here. We are feeling pretty confident with 9 minutes to go in the second quarter.
No, absolutely, Jackson. It shows a lot of trust, though, that Coach Norton here has in his players. And you love to see it, though. Give a young man an opportunity to see what he has to offer the team.
Yeah, and it's just team over me. And that's all. He has trust in just about everybody who wears that Trojan
Kelsey
blue.
Waters.
Kelsey, do it to him.
Up to the 23-yard line of Warren County here.
That's
and we are rolling.
First Lawrence Bank, first down. First Lawrence Bank, now a division of Bank South. Where's that ball going to be placed? Right real close, creeping to that 20-yard line, which will put us inside of that Dublin Nissan red zone.
Jackson, I got a feeling Don Sales Carswell is coming.
I got a really good feeling about that. I got a good feeling about Rehab Advantage Sports Medicine as well. Under center.
Jeremiah Scott.
The way it's designed, that'll put us inside of the Dublin Nissan red zone. Good run, powerful run there from Scott. Gets caught at the leg there, and he's being a little slow to get up. A little slow. You never want to see that. He's all right. He'll come off for a play or two. Maybe a little while, who knows. Jeremiah Taylor's in there. And Gus Reagan, the freshman, leading them right now. Not very often you see a substitution this early. 7 minutes, 40 seconds left to go. Two receivers to the left. Jeremiah Taylor in there at fullback. Jacaden Webb will get the carry. Jacaden trying to follow his blocker will fall forward at about the 13-yard line.
First down, Johnson County.
First Lawrence Bank, first down. First Lawrence Bank, now a division of Bank South. Go give Bill Brown a shout whenever you get the chance. Yeah, this is some really good experience for the freshman right now.
Absolutely. Definitely looks like a great athlete. Has some nice stature for a freshman here.
And, ladies and gentlemen, they'll take a timeout. We'll take it with them. The Trojans moving that rock down the field. Gus Reagan leading his guys. You're watching the game of the week right here on TV 35. Johnson County driving once again, 21-0, right here at Lovett Stadium. We'll be back.
My name is Bill Brown, and I'm the market president for Lawrence County for First Large Bank, a division of Bank South. First Large Bank's been part of the community for many, many decades, and we're excited about the new opportunity that's presented us after being acquired by Bank South. We talk about change, but the one thing that certainly hasn't changed is the people that'll greet you every day. It's the people that you go to church with, the people that you eat supper with, the friendly staff that you're used to seeing on a daily basis. And we welcome you to come back to see us as our past customers and even our new customers. We would appreciate the opportunity to serve you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. How about shotgun here as we return, Craig?
Hey, new formation with a new quarterback here. Let's see what we got.
Freshman
Trips to
Gus
the
Reagan
far side.
takes a snap. Oh, just a little high there for Jacaden Webb.
Came out hot, though. Looked like a pretty strong arm there from Gus.
Talking to Jacaden on Monday, he said, y'all need me for an interview. I said, maybe on Thursday, but I need some yardage.
Right.
So let's see what Mr. Jacaden Webb ends up with here tonight.
Absolutely. He's done a great job so far.
Yeah, he has.
Out of the backfield.
And he's that senior presence, one of the several seniors on the offense. Does a great job toting the rock.
Absolutely.
Did you see any of Gus Reagan last week, Craig?
We did not. So very, very surprised here. Jacaden there on another carry, getting about 3 yards to the 11-yard line. But no, Jackson, we did not see Gus at all. And the quarterback position last week was kind of surprising considering Coach Norton here has put him in at pretty much the start of the second quarter. So we'll see what he has to offer. But running the offense pretty smooth here to start out.
Yeah, and he's in there with the rest of the starters right now.
He is. I think this is just trying to build maybe a QB2 or a quarterback room at all here for Coach Norton. So he's got the confidence in Gus. Let's see what he has.
Yeah, we talked about last year you had Tuberville and Wombles, and you want to have faith in that QB2. Oh, my goodness, what a run. Cut it back up, Jeremiah Scott. Are you kidding me? The third tutty of the night for Jerry. This kid is unbelievable. That's a rehab advantage instant replay. Craig, what'd you see there?
Hey, great play. Jeremiah Scott doing work just like last week, just like the first quarter, coming in on a sweep, cutting it back up into the open green grass for another touchdown for Johnson County.
Unbelievable. I mean, I know we said it, but it's almost a buzzword at this point. The vision from Jeremiah Scott to cut that back up.
Absolutely.
Ridiculous.
Looked like he was going to get down right at the line of scrimmage, made one cut, and it's a house call. 4 for 4 on PATs tonight, and we'll be right back after a commercial break.
We have natural gas all over town.
Get yourself a natural gas tankless water heater and save space.
And have endless hot water.
Natural gas is more efficient than electricity.
And it's lighter than air. When you install natural gas appliances,
You can get rebates up to $1,500.
The City of Dublin will finance you up to $10,000.
For 60 months at 0% interest.
Use natural gas for all your outdoor cooking.
it's a luxury.
We're on call 24/7.
You'll call us and we'll be there.
Whether you're building a home or starting a business, City of Dublin Natural Gas has you covered.
We serve commercial and residential gas all across town.
Yeah. Finish the drill with natural gas. Call your gas guys.
At 478-277-5048.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. 28-0. Grayson Jackson set to kick it off. He's been perfect. And you know who else? The Johnson County offense, from my vantage point, Craig, my untrained eye, about as perfect as you can be so far tonight.
I mean, what else can you do? 4 for 4, 4 drives, 4 tutties, and just over halfway through the second quarter in an offense, Jackson, that is made to run clock down. So
Yes.
they've been explosive.
They
all
have
over the
been
place.
explosive, and it's hard, Jeremiah Scott. Jeremiah Scott. You don't want to, Jeremiah Scott, just what a play there on that last drive. But, of course, his offensive line is creating it for him.
Absolutely. The Hogs up front are doing a fantastic job. It's just, it's a well-oiled machine right now, Jackson, and nobody's stopping it here in weeks 1 and 2. That's for certain.
Yeah, we've given out 2 Premier Heating and Air Player of the Game trophies to Johnson County in the past 2 seasons. Both of those go to Jeremiah Scott. We'll see who gets the gold here tonight.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, the other Jeremiah Taylor, has been playing well on both sides of the ball as well.
Jeremiah's a man, no doubt about that. That special teams unit just flying down the field.
LaChance Brennan on the return there for Warren County, Jackson, but nothing doing. 29-yard line is where they're going to start here.
Screamin' Devils will start there. I'm, just trying to look at the defense and see if we got any new faces out there. I do see Gus Reagan. But you see some of the same guys. Dwayne Abrams still out there.
Yeah. Got Ricardo Taylor in there, but he's a starter as well, so we'll have to keep an eye on our roster lineups tonight as we go, I have a feeling.
Probably let his starters here finish out at least the first half, right?
Well, you would hope for them,
Yeah, I mean, golly, these guys got up for a game, only get to play a quarter and a half.
Right. And on a short week, Thursday night football, man.
What a statement there, and that's a big piece. It's rare in high school football that you get that short week, and Johnson County looks ready for it to me, man.
Yeah, and Warren County does not.
Warren County doesn't look quite ready for the Blue Monster. Let's put it that way.
No.
Which who is?
Hey, historical Herschel Walker Field. What else is there to say,
Loading the line a little bit. Oh, my goodness. There immediately, I believe that was Jalen Daniels. That is brought to you by Vines Pest Solutions. Jalen Daniels getting what bugs him. It's the Screamin' Devils, and Vines Pest Solutions will get what bugs you. And, Craig, injury there with Gus Reagan, and limping there pretty hard.
Yeah, very hard. Not sure. I think he got blocked there on the end on the play, but I certainly hopes, he's okay, as potentially looking at our QB2 there. So gotta be careful there. Certainly don't want any damage done. It's good to see, though, QB1 Chance Wombles over there immediately checking on him there.
Yeah, those dudes clearly have a good relationship, but we'll keep our eye on that. Hoping it's nothing major. He's limping pretty hard, though.
Always concerning. Hopefully it's just a cramp and we'll be okay.
High snap, and he'll have to fall on
down.
It. On 2nd and 12, make it 3rd and 17. I'm curious how many yards of total offense they have. And
negative.
I think it's in the negative.
It's got to be negative, Jackson, here. Just not much to show.
Not much at all. 3rd and about 20, 21.
Yeah, they're definitely right there at the break-even point because we got to remember their first drive, they came out and got, I believe, 2 first downs.
That's right, yeah. That first drive, I was thinking, okay, we got a little ball game on our hands here. Since then, it's been Trojan football.
All Trojans. And no rain either. So
shout out that.
We gotta shout out our local PA announcer, though. He did pray before the game, and he said that God liked football, so the rain was gone for a couple hours so we could get it in tonight.
The evidence is racking up that God does like football. Maybe we'll debate that in our post-game show. Maybe that's a 4-7-8 huddle conversation. Big stop there by the defense on 3rd and long. And we'll be set up for a 4th down punt when we return. Just 4 minutes to go here in the first half. The Johnson County Trojans dominant so far tonight. We'll be back.
Made fresh every day. Our friendly Gus Kitchens are cooking up delicious food morning, noon, and night. Convenience throughout Middle Georgia. Friendly Gus. Fuel good food.
Welcome back. Here's the punt from the Screamin' Devils. And Jeremiah Scott still back to return it. So powerful, explosive there.
Oh,
still on
my.
his feet somehow. Everything this kid does is a highlight reel play.
Looked like he had nothing there, Jackson. And then we're down to the 41-yard line of Warren County with 3:41 left in the first half here. Pressing to look for another touchdown to put this game solidly away, Jackson.
Listening to Roger Holmes this week on his coach's show, I believe he was talking about Trav Bostic. He says, Trav, he can make chicken salad out of chicken something. And Jeremiah Scott's pretty good at that as well.
Hey, he is, definitely. And they both wear number 4, so must be something with 4s
Something
here.
special about number 4 here in the area. All right, so Chance Wombles is going to be back in there at quarterback after the injury to the freshman, Gus Reagan. And Chance will have them spread out now. Pass there to the man, Jeremiah Scott. Oh, shoestring tackle, he's taken down. That man loses his lid. That's the quarterback there, Leslie.
I'll tell you what, it looked like Jeremiah was about to do a cartwheel and get out of that tackle and head on down to pay dirt again.
You know, when he has the ball, you expect the cartwheel into the touchdown.
Just
Everything
about.
he does is a highlight reel, man.
Every play is dangerous.
He's so
Looks like
smooth.
he's going to come out here, and Jeremiah Taylor is coming in as his replacement.
Could you imagine being Warren County and seeing Jeremiah Scott come out for Jeremiah Taylor? That's demoralizing if you're on that D-line.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You get no time to get a play off.
Back here in a shotgun formation, trips to the near side of the field, and we got a flag here. Chance Wombles wanted that tutty. May have to wait another play. Kelsey Waters looks like doing some push-ups there. Might have started a little early there for Johnson County.
That's Jacaden Webb there.
It is Jacaden Webb. My bad. I thought that was number 5.
That's all right. Yep, we struggle with the numbers sometimes. Number 1 in your heart. Oh, wait, that's number 2. That's us, Craig.
Right.
We're trying our best, I promise.
Hey,
Jacaden Webb there showing off his discipline. I love to see him hit those push-ups mid-game.
Right, yeah, showing the confidence there and the brotherhood, obviously, to make up for your mistakes, right?
That's right, team.
Empty formation here, Jackson. Chance Wobbles all by his lonesome. Trips to the near side of the field here.
And here's where Coach Norton is really getting a little bit deeper into the playbook and getting creative with obviously a pretty big cushion here with 2:58 here to go in the first half. And Gus Reagan goes down, and you get to see Gus, and now you get to see Chance in there and get to see Chance get pretty creative with the offense.
Yeah, I liked his read there. That was definitely his number 1 reading progression. He went there. He did have, though, a slot receiver open on this near side trips, seaming down the middle of the field, untouched. Would have been a walk-in touchdown. Going back, though, I like to see it. Empty formation, trips to this near side, twins over to the far side. And there it is, looking for it.
Got it. Still going.
He's on DeVero there, all the way into Dublin Nissan. Red zone.
On the First Lawrence Bank first down. First Lawrence Bank now a division of Bank South. He finds his way into that My Dublin Nissan red zone. Visit mydublinnissan.com today. Chance clearly trusts his arm, Craig.
Absolutely.
Throws a heat-seeking missile that time.
Absolutely. Great poise there from Chance. And let's see if we can get a passing touchdown here. Trips back to the near side. Jeremiah Taylor out. Looking for a man.
Oh.
That's Mikael Carter there on the intended reception.
You got to love that Coach Norton says, all right, Chance, let's throw that rock this time, man. And Chance, he looks comfortable back there.
I think he wants it. I think he wants more opportunities.
Yeah, I think he wants one too. I think he wants it here. 2.5 to go here in our first half from Wrightsville, Georgia. Friendliest town in Georgia. Just don't ask Warren County about that. Chance Womble's in the shotgun. Let's go spread it out. Why not? Let's spread it out a few more times.
Trips to the far side of the field here. Empty formation. Looking to the right. Got a man. Oh,
hits him in the numbers.
Did miss him. Design DeVero once again there.
He's just drilling. He's drilling our own receivers over the middle of the field right now.
Right, absolutely. Not a bad Not a bad pass at all. Trying to lead him straight into another touchdown there, but maybe trying to press a little much right now.
Right.
You know, trying to get this 2-minute drive, you know, coming back on the field. So let's see what we can do.
I bet we'll fire off another one.
We are definitely staying in a trips, empty formation. Nope. Yep. Trip to the top of your screen, ladies and gentlemen. Chance Womble's all by his Lonesome Twins down here to the right.
Chance threw 2 touchdowns last week. He'll throw this one out of reach, over Jacaden Webb. And now 4th and 10, a little out of range here, it looks like, for Grayson Jackson. And let's throw another one with Chance Wombles. Feel like we're so close on all these attempts. You got to complete one eventually. 2 minutes and 24 seconds to go, 28-0. Trojans on top over the Screamin' Devils. Warren County made a little over 1 hour drive here from Warrenton, Georgia tonight to play in Wrightsville.
New formation here. We got a 2-back here, Jackson, with Jeremiah and Jeremiah there.
Not exactly what you were looking for there. We'll flip it. We'll stick with you through this. We got 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah, tied in Ricardo Taylor there on the intended reception. Did notice he did just come back on the field there after we went empty. So he came back and was looking for him across the middle of the field for a touchdown, for a first down, a potential touchdown. But
sure, we'll take either. But now we'll flip it back over to the defense, who has, outside of that first drive, not given up anything. And talking about how we opened up the playbook, it's definitely time for Warren County to do the same. They've got to see what else they have in the bag, because up the middle is just completely on lock right now by the Trojans. We're shutting them down, Craig.
Absolutely, man. And they got time, so, I mean, you hate to cheer a little bit for the other team, but it'd be nice to see some competitiveness from Warren County here.
That's what you want to see.
We got 2:20 left, so let's see if they can do something. They're out and back in their base formation with an H-back here spotter, and they are running the ball straight back up the middle.
Big tackle there. Couple of Trojans, first man there, Jalen Daniels. Jalen having a couple of big plays on defense so far tonight. And Jalen, a junior for this Trojan team. A lot of juniors on this team.
Absolutely, yeah. With 1 year left, imagine what they could do in the next 2 years.
Imagine what we can do with 2 more quarters tonight.
Right.
That's where I'm at.
Absolutely.
Oh, minute 45, what can we do? Clock running now. Screaming off the edge, gets it off just in time. Big tackle, there's Kelsey Waters, the sophomore. Kelsey's having a huge night, Craig. Minute 30 to go. Timeout called by the Screamin' Devils. Getting closer and closer to that. Samson Steel Structures into the huddle segment. Timeout called. Perhaps the last one we'll take here before halftime, and we'll bring you that Samson Steel Structures into the huddle segment. But for now, we'll take a quick timeout and hear from our sponsors. You're watching the Game of the Week right here on TV 35. We'll be back.
Farmers State Bank has deep roots in our community. We've helped neighbors buy land, homes, automobiles, go to college, build a business, and develop a game plan for the future. You see, FSB has roots in our community that run deep, allowing growth for today and tomorrow. FSB is locally owned and operated, which means decisions are made right here by bankers who know Dublin and Lawrence County. Other banks have branches, we have roots. Farmers State Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Welcome back. Will Warren County pass the ball? Minute 30 to go here in the second quarter. They're sticking to the ground game, Craig.
Yeah, really not trusting the passing game at all. Only a couple attempts here. Had a man open a couple times and just about hit him in the hands, and had a pass deflection by Johnson County, which was a great play. But long third down here inside the 20.
Quarterback keeper not going anywhere. That is brought to you by Vines Pest Solutions. Big stop there. Kelsey Waters and company. I see several Trojans in there, obviously.
Yeah,
let's
tied
get
in.
Some shouts to those guys.
Tied in Ricardo Taylor in there on the main stop, pulling him down.
Cortland Brown in there, man. Brown, a freshman. We'll stick with you through this break. Craig, how are we just absolutely shutting them down defensively right now?
Man, they're keying quarterback and the running back every time. They're following the H-back generally everywhere they're going. They're making it pretty easy for Coach Norton and his staff as far as keys. Not a lot of misdirection. In fact, Warren County's almost looked more confused on their side of the ball running offense than we have on defense watching them run their offense. So definitely a great job, though. Great coaching by Coach Norton and his staff.
What you've come to expect here.
Absolutely.
It's more of, we have, I know Coach Norton stresses how, look, the success we have here doesn't just come to you. You got to earn it, and he's been stressing that for his guys this offseason. And, Coach, I think he got some buy-in. I don't know. I don't know. I see a good team through 6 quarters so far.
Absolutely.
I leave it there. I see a really good football team.
Absolutely. Definitely don't want to jinx anything, but they're playing great ball right now, and they got to keep that and keep healthy. And
Rush is
on.
on.
Oh,
He's
it is a fake.
Evade it. Oh, my goodness. He's going to give us the ball on the – oh, my goodness. He's going to be very far down the field, all the way to midfield. Thought we were about to have the ball there on the 10 or something, Craig.
I did as well. I don't know if that was a called fake, Jackson.
I think it was a busted play. I really don't know.
It was a great bust and the most productive play for Warren County this entire game.
Yeah, it has. Maybe they should run it again.
Right? Every 4th down we're running that.
I'm running on first. A minute 17 now. And, okay, Warren County still got the ball. They'd love to string something together here to take into halftime.
Yeah, it'd be great. First-year head coach over there on that side, trying to figure it out versus, a very tenured coach here in Coach Norton. Definitely a matchup of the coaching staffs as well. So,
yeah, Rashad Carter, we mentioned, he's the head coach over there. One of 98 new head coaches in the state of Georgia, and he's one of 34 of those new head coaches who got a win in week 1 last week. How many of those guys will get a win in week 2?
Run up the middle, Jeremiah Taylor there on the stop some. Seeing Dwayne Abrams. Scotty Horton there on that defensive line, holding it down there in the middle in the trenches, doing a great job tonight for Johnson County, Jackson. Going to be second about 7 from the 49-yard line here of Warren County, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it feels like an understatement to talk about how well we've done in the trenches, but we have performed very well. Here's the snap. This time play action coming off. That's going to be, nearly a sack, but he somehow gets out. He's still rolling past the secondary. We got to bring that man down. All the way down on the 20. Their 2 biggest gains of the night on some fluky scrambles.
Do have a flag on the play by the referee. I believe that's going to be on Johnson County, though maybe a sideline infraction there as the referee was moving down on that big play here on the home sideline. Let's see what the call is, Jackson.
Let's wait on that call from our white hat.
.23 seconds here to go, ladies and gentlemen. Warren County does have 1 timeout remaining in the half. Johnson County has none.
Yeah, they have proved ineffective in the air. And as I said, their 2 biggest gains kind of on some flukiness there. A scramble, he finds the hole and makes it happen. And also on that punt, fake punt, busted punt, who knows, but regardless, they're down in the red zone now with 23 seconds to go here in our first half.
They are. Let's see what our call is going to be here. Looks like trying to see the yardage marker, if it's going to be added to the end or either from the spot of the foul. Let's see what we have. Going to be a block in the back against Warren County.
Wow. All right.
So that's going to hurt some of that production there, Jackson, on that big run from the quarterback.
A whole lot of it. Not the call we expected. Johnson County's last home game was that loss to Brooks County, and looking to bring back that home victory here tonight in the non-region game. First down. Warrenton, a lot of similarities to Wrightsville, I'd say. Small communities, a close-knit kind of thing, and they're passionate about their teams. Another whistle here. He lost his lid on the last play, I think they're saying.
He did at the end, so he's got to come off for a play. Somebody else has to come in and play quarterback for him.
We'll get it sorted out here. They're going to bring in, make a couple of substitutions. 23 seconds on the clock. All right, so with that quarterback out, it's going to be an interesting call here, interesting play
and
here.
The clock's running. If you're the coaching staff for Warren County, call your timeout. That should negate that player having to come off the field and run a great play.
QB power avoids a couple of Trojans, and then a few are just flying in there. 4.2 seconds, and Cedric Bridges came in there like a missile. Shot out of a cannon. There's your timeout. Maybe one more play here, Craig. Here's the snap, and he's got to get one off, and incomplete. Woo! Whoa. Welcome back for one play. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been watching the game of the week. It's the first half, 28-0. Johnson County Trojans on top. Stick with us, sit back, relax. Watch now the Sampson Steel Structures Into the Huddle segment, where we're going to feature Mr. Jeremiah Taylor, the fullback for the Johnson County Trojans. We'll be back.
Hey folks, Mike Anderson. Sampson Steel Structures is not just a company, it's a kingdom-minded company. We don't just serve our customers, we serve our community any way we can. When I first got the address before I bought the land for the company, he also gave me a scripture, Deuteronomy 28:12. It says, "The Lord will open up the store gates of his bounty and send rain on your land in this season. You will lend to many nations, but borrow from none." I took that as a direct charge when we opened up this company. For every athlete, band member, cheerleader, or fan, remember, put your faith in Christ and there's no limit where he will take you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome out. This is your Sampson Steel Structures Into the Huddle feature of the week, and we've got Mr. Jeremiah Taylor here with me now. We're here in Wrightsville. How are you doing, Jeremiah?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. So, Jeremiah, we were just talking about your ties to the program, to Johnson County football. Kind of tell our viewers, tell our audience out there what this place means to you.
Well, I've been here my whole life, ever since I've been little. I've been managing when I was little, and then I just grew up in this locker room, in this area, and with the team, and just figuring out how our head coach, Don Norton, runs everything, and just paying attention ever since I've been little.
Yeah, absolutely, and just that paying attention, man, as you think back to being that little guy in these locker rooms, at the games, and now you're out there, you're on the field, you're playing running back, you're playing linebacker. What does it mean to you when you think about that young man that you were, that little guy that you were, to now be wearing the blue and white each night?
It means a lot because, like you said, I used to be little, coming in here looking up to the guys and stuff, and now that I'm one of them and I have youngins looking up to me, it means a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. You understand what it's like to be that young guy. So, yeah, you carry that with you. So let's talk about your family. Your brothers played here, and your dad, a coach here for the Trojans.
My brothers, William and Joshua Taylor, shout out to them. They taught me everything I know. Also, my dad, he taught me everything I know. And, yeah, him being my linebacker coach, there's a lot that goes on behind closed doors, discussions, looking over film and stuff like that. My brothers, they really try to prepare me for what football life's gonna be like, college football life's gonna be like. They really tried to help me as much as possible to be prepared to be the best player I could be. And shout out to my mom, Starlet Taylor. She wakes up every day. She's a hardworking lady, and she inspires me to keep going every day. My grandmother, she's a breast cancer survivor, And, yeah, she keeps pushing every day. She tries to make every game that she can. And, yeah, it just means a lot. And my late uncle, he played here, and he was a running back. And, yeah, I heard stories about him all the time.
Right.
So it just makes me feel like I'm at home when I'm wearing that Trojan blue.
Yeah, that thing, man, it means a lot to you. You work hard for everybody you just mentioned, don't
Yes,
you?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I try and do everything dedicated to them and dedicated to our late coach, which was also my uncle, Sean Linder. He was a very special guy in the community and in my heart. And, yeah.
Yeah, man, what do you think's so special about Johnson County football? Because anytime I come here, Jeremiah, you guys are close, and obviously for you, the family aspect, but the whole team, what brings you guys together, the way you guys are so close?
We've been together a lot. This whole group, we really grown up together, and we've been playing ball together our whole life. And this year especially, we've done a lot of team bonding. We've done late things after practice, such as like the extra things that we do, such as whether it's working out or running. And like we've bonded here at the school. Our coach approved of us coming to the locker room and just having team bonding time, whether that's playing the game or just having conversations and just vibing with each other.
Yeah, I love that, man.
Yes, sir.
Tell me a little bit about yourself. You're a junior here. What about future aspirations for Jeremiah?
For my future, I want to continue to play football, whether that's at the D3 level, the D2 level, or the D1 level.
Just want to play ball.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I just want to play ball. I'm a hard worker. I like to work. Me and my friends, we work a lot. We push each other to be the best we can be. And, yeah, it just comes with growing up, down here in Johnson County. My brothers and, like I said, my dad pushing me to be the best I can be. When I was little, I used to race my brothers, but they used to beat me. But it was just all for the competition.
Right.
I love competing, and I just love the game.
I love that, man. Ladies and gentlemen, our Samson Steel Structures feature of the week, Mr. Jeremiah Taylor.
Are you tired of being bombarded with ads and quotes and not knowing who to trust online? Don't take a chance with such an important decision with just any online dealer. Come to Dublin and see why Samson Steel Structures is your #1 choice for steel buildings. We have beautiful display models to get a close look and see for yourself what makes us #1 in 17 states with 5-star service. We have design specialists on site that will sit down with you and make sure your building is perfect for your property. Or you can get creative and design your own building at SamsonSteelStructures.com. Remember, when you buy the best, you'll forget the rest.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here inside of the Lovett Stadium on Herschel Walker Field under the Blue Monster tonight, where it's been all Johnson County. I hope you had a good time checking out our Samson Steel Into the Huddle segment. And, oh, my gosh, there goes Jeremiah Scott. Past midfield, past the 40, past the 30. Will he make it down to the 10? Pushed out of bounds. What a return for Jeremiah Scott. Shot out of a cannon. This kid is unbelievable, Craig.
Hey, every time he touches the ball, it can be a house call, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness, what a start to the second half here.
Jeremiah Scott sets it up perfectly for the Johnson County offense. Chance Wombles will be in there at quarterback. We'll give an update on Gus Reagan tonight in our post game. Oh, my goodness, the speed of Jeremiah right there.
Man, it's not a joke. Not at all. Back in the wing formation here, Jackson. Looks like we're going back to our bread and butter. Start the second half here.
And a drag down to the 2-yard line. Jeremiah, powerful running right there. And bread and butter might be an understatement. This might be our meat and potatoes, I don't know, filet mignon. I don't know where else to take it.
I'll tell you what, Jackson, 11:30, and we're inside the 10-yard line in the Dublin Nissan red zone.
That's how you like it, man. Inside of that Dublin Nissan red zone. Visit mydublinnissan.com today. And trying to get into that end zone. Here's the handoff to the senior, Jacaden Webb. Oh! Runs into the back of Jeremiah Taylor. You know that Jacaden wants that Premier Heating and Air player of the game. And how many times will we see these starters the rest of the night? Who knows?
I think if they score right here, Jackson, that's going to be their night if I had to bet.
Call the dogs up, but I'm thinking we got some depth on this team, Craig.
Absolutely. I think we're going to find it here tonight. I will say one thing. Since Gus Reagan got hurt, I do not see him or his number in pads on the sideline.
Yeah, I do see a guy in.
He's in crutches.
And I assume that's him. Here's the handoff, and Jacaden Webb taken down there around the ankles. 4th down. Do we think about the Grayson Jackson field goal? No. Chance Wombles back out there.
That is confirmed. That is Gus Reagan down on the sideline on crutches, so hopefully everything's okay. Prayers for him going forward.
We'll see if we can't get a word after the game on that. Here we go. 4th and 4 to go. 4th and 4 until a first down. In motion, Jeremiah Scott finds the hole into the end zone. Touchdown! Johnson County Trojans. That's a rehab advantage. Instant replay. Jeremiah Scott in motion. You know what he does. Finds the end zone. That's a touchdown and a rehab advantage. Instant replay. Jeremiah Scott. Craig, how many is that on him? How many is that for the night?
I believe that's 3 for Mr.
3 for Mr. Jeremiah Scott. About 7 quarters of football for Jeremiah and 7 touchdowns. Does that work for you?
Works for me.
That works for me, too.
Yeah.
It really does.
I believe Jacaden Webb's got the other touchdown on the night, doesn't he?
Jacaden does, and he had one last week as well. Let's start the usher a little premature there. Grayson Jackson, speaking of perfect, knocks it through. You're watching the game of the week. Johnson County Trojans making a statement here tonight against the Warren County Screamin' Devils. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dustin Gay, class of 1997, and we're proud supporters of the East Lawrence Falcons.
I'm Cassie Middlebrooks, Dr. Dustin Gay's physician assistant, and part of the West Lawrence class of 2007. We're proud to support the Raiders.
I'm Dr. Heath Richter, class of 1991, and we are proud supporters of Dublin Fighting Irish.
I'm Morgan Archer, Dr. Richter's PA, class of 2009, and we're proud supporters of the Trinity Crusaders.
From our team to yours, we're committed to providing the highest level of orthopedic care.
In fact, few organizations have assembled the talent and expertise that you can find at the Houston Clinic.
We offer advanced orthopedic care for patients of all ages and in every stage of life.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Grayson Jackson ready to tee it off for the Johnson County Trojans. And Craig, we were just talking. We might have been miscounting there on the Jeremiah Scott touchdown total.
Yeah, I think it's actually 4 on the night for him. So it's 35-0. Jacaden's got 1 and Jeremiah's got all other 4, we believe. So what another 4-touchdown performance for Mr. Scott.
Falls down like a limp fish.
Right. I tell you what, we have to shout out Grayson Jackson, the kicker tonight. He's done a great job last week versus the Falcons. They only tried 1 PAT, and he missed it. Didn't even get it off the ground. They coached this young man up, and less than a week later, he is 5 for 5 on PATs. The kickoffs have been there exactly where you want them. So great job by that young man tonight.
Yeah, how awesome is it, Craig? You mentioned 1 PA attempt last week and no good, and this week 5 for 5 so far. Grayson Jackson. And talking to Coach Norton over the summer, Grayson Jackson was a guy who he said, this kid has put in the work. He works every single day to perfect his craft, and tonight he's been perfect.
Absolutely.
9:45 to go here in our third quarter. Warren County got absolutely nothing going. They scored 35 last week against Jenkins County, but so far here tonight, not a whole lot going on. Dwayne Abrams in there on the tackle. There's a flag on the play. You got to think it's defensive.
Tell you what, Jackson, tonight, well, this play right there was the first time I've seen anybody moving, like pulling guards and tackles from Warren County. So maybe they're trying to do some new plays here to get some motivation to try and put some points on the board.
Right. Now is the time. Like you said, it's been very vanilla, and not like a fancy or nice vanilla, just vanilla. It's just been vanilla from Warren County, and they've got to find it. They clearly have athletes, but they've got to get creative. Why not? You're down 35-0 here. Let's get creative, and, you know, for them, you hope they have something to hang their hat on. They've some positives to leave here with.
Right, absolutely. No, I mean, everybody's getting experience at this point in time, but, you know, you don't want to go backwards if you're Warren County from seemingly a nice Week 1 win versus Jenkins County last week and coming in here right now getting pitched a shutout against.
Absolutely. Face mask on the defense, unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense, and that will be offsetting penalties.
Well, I guess that referee just wanted to get his steps in today, Jackson. That was kind of unnecessary.
I've never seen that. Is that protocol?
That's not protocol. They usually just call it, you know, dead, and they negate. And everybody gets the gist of it. But, hey.
Man was checking his Fitbit and said, I'm going to get 20 steps in.
Right. Trying to get him 10K steps a day, right?
That's the goal, isn't it? 9:35 after the stoppage there. Make it second down. Second, and we'll call it 5. Showing pressure. They'll bring it. Quarterback keeper pushing at him. Got him down there. Is that Jeremiah Taylor in there, Craig?
I believe so. Him and Jalen Daniels got there first, number 10.
Yeah, Jalen's had a good game tonight.
He has, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah.
He's really done a great job.
Yeah,
so has Jeremiah Taylor.
Yeah.
He's done a great job from that linebacker position.
Jeremiah Taylor definitely has. A couple of guys vying for the Premier Hitting and Air Player of the Game. There's a lot of names on this defense. Everybody's been flying to the ball, Craig.
Absolutely. The defensive, pursuit, especially the run pursuit, has been there all night for Johnson County, and did a great job last week, too, versus an athletic skill position set from East Lawrence, too. So they're showing us some good things here.
Yeah, Warren County and East, they both lean on their athletes or try to, but Johnson County's answered the call every time. That'll be a first down, though, Craig.
That will be a first down there for Warren County.
They haven't had too many of those.
That's for Corey and Moss there on the carry there for Warren County. Running hard, got to admit. So he's got some fire in his bones.
Yeah, Corey Moss, like you said.
Coming down to 8:20 here left in the third quarter, folks. On your Thursday night game of the week.
Thursday night football right now on TV 35. Johnson County hosting Warren County. He's so excited that football is back here in our area. It's just been a great season so far, and there's a lot of excitement in several teams. And tonight, Johnson County showing why there's been a lot of buzz around them this year.
Quarterback sneak got a hole. Not a bad gain there. Gain of about 4 yards.
Yeah, for them, like I said, they want something to hang their hat on when they leave. Just a positive drive for them would be something, and a few positive plays strung together here for Warren County.
Yeah, like we talked about, since that first drive where they got, I believe, 2 first downs, it has been absolutely nothing. They turned a botched punt into about a 40-yard gain, and then another botched QB scramble late in the first half, and that's all they had to show for here tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, you got to assume they got some firepower again with 35 up last week. They got some guys in the chute. There's a good rush for them, and we get them in the secondary.
Yeah, Mr. Moss came out of halftime with something to prove, I think.
Yeah, he's running hard out there.
Scotty Horton there coming off the field for the Trojans. Oh, and he's bottled up there. There's that man again.
Who's that man?
Dwayne Abrams.
Dwayne is a candidate for Premier Heating and Air Player of the Game. Two-way guy and being an absolute menace in that defensive front all night long.
All night long. All night long. The trenches for Johnson County is really becoming something they are leaning their hat on week to week. Their conditioning, their strength, their skill, and what they're doing in their technique, they have been pretty flawless here so far the first 2 weeks of the season, Jackson.
Yeah, and you've had a front row seat for 2 weeks, Craig.
Absolutely.
It's a team I think you got some faith in Johnson County. You've seen 2 great performances from them.
Definitely one of the best teams in the area, especially in the middle Georgia area here.
Ooh, Jeremiah Scott was coming for him. That's picked off. Jacaden Webb with the interception. Still going. That interception is brought to you by Vines Pest Solutions. The Warren County Screamin' Devils were bugging Jacaden Webb, and he picks it off. That's brought to you by Vines Pest Solutions. We got a couple of flags there on the return, but that's going to be Johnson County football, Craig.
Absolutely. Hey, got to give a little tip of your cap to Dazon DeVero. He tipped that right to Jacaden there for the nice 30-some-odd yard return. Let's see what the flags are. Going to be on Johnson County. Maybe a block in the back here. But still, nevertheless, turnover Johnson County. Vines Pest Solution.
That brought to you by Vines Pest Solutions. Man, Jacaden Webb, both sides of the football, kid who plays with a lot of energy and just a good kid, man. And the interactions I've had with Jacaden, I've enjoyed being able to talk to him, and what I see off the field is what I see in his game, and there's an interception for the young man.
Absolutely. These guys showing great discipline and poise, and, not a lot of penalties here against them in the first couple of weeks.
Yeah, a couple of offsides today, yeah. And, looking back last week, not a lot.
Not at all. So doing a really great job.
But that's what you come to expect with Don Norton, who's been here 20 years, 150 wins, like we said earlier. I don't know how many times we need to say it, and just the culture around this program and how rooted everyone is and what this program means to the players. You come to expect these sorts of things when you see that star, that blue star on the helmet. And I ain't talking Dallas. I'm talking Johnson County, baby.
Absolutely. Jeremiah Taylor breaks it loose. Oh, slips up there right at the first down marker. Going to be a first down there.
Kind of an awkward slip there. I was worried for a second. Yeah, Jerry, the biggest back we have, obviously playing fullback, but he's had a couple of runs tonight where we thought he's about to get loose. And he is getting loose, but thinking he might run the distance here.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. That first down is going to be brought to you by First Lawrence Bank, now a division of Bank South.
Stop by. See Bill Brown today with First Lawrence Bank.
I tell you what, we've been calling out our sponsors heavily tonight.
I'm loving it.
A lot more than last week.
I'm loving it, Craig. We wouldn't be here without them. We thank our sponsors each and every week, all of our sponsors of the Game of the Week, for letting us bring you this big event here tonight. And Jeremiah Scott, the human highlight reel, if I can steal one out of Neek's book, somehow turns nothing into something.
And just got a face mask call, I believe. It's going to be an automatic first down.
How about Jeremiah Scott there? Fumbles it, but still turns it into something, able to draw the face mask.
I mean, my goodness, what can you do there? A little slow to get up there by Jeremiah, but he just ran about 60 yards across field. So I think he's going to be okay here.
He's going to be straight.
That's going to be a block in the back there against Johnson County.
Mistaken.
Well, the referee there, Jackson, I'm going to give us a little break there. He threw it right at where the tackle was there, and we had 2 Warren County defenders on Jeremiah, so I figured we slipped up and had a face mask there, but obviously that was not the case. But
hey, still an impressive run from Jeremiah. I realize we lost some yards.
Nonetheless,
but fumbles it and is able to get close back to the line of scrimmage. Second and a long way to go. 2nd and 25 for your Trojans here with under 5 minutes to go. Jeremiah Scott with the lone score in this quarter.
Yeah, I'm with our local PA announcer here. It should be 2nd and 25, but it is only 2nd and 20 by where they marked the spot of the ball.
Play action, Chance Wombles dialing it up. Oh, my goodness, what a play there in the secondary. That's their quarterback. Obviously, all two-way guys. Most of their guys are, just like Johnson County.
Yeah, Torcy Leslie there, the quarterback, made a touchdown-saving tip there.
Impressive outstretched hand there. He's hurt. We're going to step away with the injured man there for Warren County. We'll be back. Chance Wombles takes the snap. Welcome back. That man's going to be all right. Here's another pass.
Man open.
Got
Jeremiah Scott.
Oh. Incomplete.
We went there. I know we came back a little later than we wanted to. We were in an empty set with trips here on the near side. But that's going to bring up a long 4th and 25 here for your Johnson County Trojans, Jackson.
I love to see us taking those shots because as the season progresses, once we connect there, once we figure out that receiver-quarterback relationship, that's going to be a big addition
I tell you
to our
what,
repertoire
Jackson,
there on offense.
I'll tell you what, last week they had it. Chance threw, I think, 4 passes. 2 of them went for tutties, and the other 2 should have went for tutties. So he's right there, probably just figuring out a couple things. We did have some rain earlier last week. They were playing on turf, so I don't know how wet this field still may be.
It was raining pretty hard in Dublin earlier. I know that. I don't know what it was like in Wrightsville.
Right. So, not to give him any excuses. I'm sure he'll fix that from week to week.
There's the boot there and a friendly Trojan bounce.
Ended up being a nice punt there by number 1, Dizon DeVero, on the punt there. First one of the night for Johnson County.
Back on defense are your Johnson County Trojans. 4 minutes, 21 seconds to go. Been all Johnson County all night. If you're just joining us, Jeremiah Scott having an absolute night. Jacaden Webbs also found the end zone. We've dominated the trenches, both sides of the football, and Warren County has had absolutely nothing. And this is a Warren County team. They've had nothing for us. This is a Warren County team that's won a tight one, 35-27 last week against what we think to be a decent Jenkins County team.
No, they're either proving Jenkins County to be not so good or our Johnson County Trojans here to be some type of good.
I'm leaning towards the second, Craig.
I am as well. I've been very impressed the past 2 weeks from Johnson County and what they're doing from top to bottom, brother. It's just it's really a testament to Coach Norton and what he's done, especially the past, looking to be the past 7 years straight making the playoffs and a 5th straight region title perhaps.
And I know you love this brand of football that they play over here in Wrightsville, Craig.
Absolutely, brother. A wing system. It's what I played in high school over at Trinity. It's amazing, man. You either got it or you don't with a wing system. Either you can run the ball or you can't. And Johnson County can certainly run the ball here. And we're figuring out the past couple weeks, too, Chance Wombles is going to be a heck of a quarterback when he gets to throw the ball, too.
Absolutely, and we're going to see that develop. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching the Game of the Week right here on TV 35.
Have you registered to vote? Election Day is coming up soon, and the last day to register is October the 5th. Please get registered and go vote and re-elect Matt Hatchett, your District 155 state representative. As your representative, Matt Hatchett has fought to put more money back into the pockets of the people of Johnson and Lawrence counties, while House Democrats have opposed every tax cut and opted to support expanded government programs that would increase your taxes on hardworking families. Matt Hatchett will always fight for you. Please go to the polls and re-elect Matt Hatchett, your District 155 state representative.
We welcome you back to the game of the week where 4th down now after the stop by the Johnson County Trojans. And they're going to be forced to punt it away once again.
They are. Number 6 batting to punt for them. And been a long night there for the Screamin' Demons from Warren County. But we got number 1, Dazon DeVero back.
Yeah, we hope we're getting that name right. Not often you see a guy punt and return the punts.
right. Yeah.
But Dazon, and again, we hope we're getting that name right. We're going to get that pronunciation guide next week. Is that do-it-all guy. He calls for a fair catch there, and he's got it.
Got a flag on Warren County coming back. Probably going to make them re-punt that. Let's see what that call is.
See what our white hat has for us. Illegal shift, it'll be Trojan football.
Looks like they're going to decline that penalty there, Jackson, I believe.
Yeah, makes sense. Just give us the ball, man.
Absolutely.
Offense tonight, man, just been absolutely impressive. Particularly, obviously, you got your workhorses in the backfield, but, man, just really want to shout out these offensive linemen, Dwayne Abrams, Matthew McCoy, Albert Connell, Jeffrey Dupree, Craig.
Scotty Horton's on there, too.
Scotty's out there as well. That's your 5 out there right now, and my brother, are they dominating out there in the trenches?
Man, they're doing some great things. Back to the wing formation here. Still got our starting lineup in.
Matthew McCoy, hand on the ball. Chance Womble's under center. Good blocks there, creates a hole.
Jeremiah Taylor on that carry there up the middle for about 6 yards.
Jeffrey Dupree just turns his body and pushes the man out of the way for the hole. That's just strength right
That's
there.
what you got to do. You got to bully these guys, brother. Got a couple new faces for Johnson County at the wingback position. Number 7, Amari Murray is in, and then number 9, Zachorian Grady is in. Kind of your 1B options there for both of your wings, Jacaden and Jeremiah. Nice run there. We're going to lose about 4 yards there, Jackson.
Yeah, that was Amari. Amari had a big play defensively in the secondary earlier in the game. Now getting some good rub in there at the wingback position.
Absolutely. Also, number 11, Mikael Carter's been targeted on a couple passes. He's in there kind of splitting time with number 1, DeVero, back and forth there. So they're splitting time a little bit. DeVero's on the far side of the field right now. And Mikael's coming over to the near side. Big 39 here. Let's see what we can get going.
Yep, Jeremiah Taylor in there at fullback. Going to be a play-action pass. Chance Womble's got a man there. Overthrows him by just a hair or two.
Yeah, looking for Zachorian Grady there. If your Chance Womble's had him open, we have just overshot tonight a little bit.
Just a little bit.
For Mr. Wombles, but would like to hit some more of those in the weeks to come.
You feel like there's 2 or 3 touchdowns we left out there.
At least. I mean, like one play touchdowns, like one pass touchdowns, you know. So, Chance, he'll get back in the film room and they'll work on technique and things like that. But can definitely be, frustrating when they know they got touchdowns out there too.
Yeah, they'll work on that chemistry for sure. And just exciting to know how close we are with it.
That's going to be Dazon DeVero back to punt for Johnson County. Second punt of the night, ladies and gentlemen. 1 minute left here in your third quarter.
We'll take it. Gonna give them the ball at about the 26-yard line. The Johnson County Trojans just a dominating performance, just have irritated tonight the Screamin' Devils. Their scream has turned into a yelp here tonight in Wrightsville. The Yelping Devils, and they are struggling tonight with Johnson County.
Yeah.
An understatement for sure.
Absolutely. I think there's been an exorcist tonight, my friend.
Indeed, there has.
Running down, got to snap it, I believe, one more time in this third quarter. Play clock is not running for him, but we're down to 30 seconds here, ladies and gentlemen. Second down, 7 to go. Ball on the Warren County 27-yard line.
They can
Actually,
let it ride
30.
if they want to, Craig. See if they decide to run a play here. 2nd and 7. That'll take us into the fourth quarter, where it'll be a 3rd down for Warren County. It's been Johnson County and nothing but. The light show is on. Welcome to the Blue Monster. When we return, the Johnson County Trojans will finish their business here tonight in their home opener. A dominating performance against the Warren County Screamin' Devils tonight. We'll be back.
My name is Bill Brown, and I'm the market president for Lawrence County for First Large Bank, a division of Bank South. First Large Bank's been part of the community for many, many decades, and we're excited about the new opportunity that's presented us after being acquired by Bank South. We talk about change, but the one thing that certainly hasn't changed is the people that'll greet you every day. It's the people that you go to church with, the people that you eat supper with, the friendly staff that you're used to seeing on a daily basis. And we welcome you to come back to see us as our past customers and even our new customers. We would appreciate the opportunity to serve you.
Welcome you back, and Craig, you said it, there's been an exorcist out tonight in Wrightsville and handled business. There's no longer really much of a scream.
No, and we are officially in fourth quarter running clock here for those Screamin' Demons.
Snap, and we've seen it so many times, trying to find his blocker, Jeremiah Scott. Decent run there. You'd like to see Jeremiah get a little bit lower right there.
Would like to see, and I'd like to see a whistle sooner than that, and good no flag. I think they missed a whistle there, so they're not going to call any unsportsmanlike or anything like that against Jeremiah Scott there. Him and Dazon DeVero on the stop over there on the far side of the field.
Jeffrey Dupree will check in there.
Absolutely.
Ricardo
Shout out
Taylor
to our defensive lineman, Dwayne Abrams, Jeffrey Dupree, Scotty Horton's out there holding down the trenches all night in this shutout of a game.
Yeah, and Jeffrey and Dwayne are two-way guys, and Scotty's done a great job in that middle holding things down for us. The
Absolutely.
sophomore, Scotty Horton.
Doing a great job.
Fourth and 2, they're set up to go for it. They will. That
Quarterback run on the outside.
Power play.
Going to get the edge.
Got it. Lid comes loose. Ball comes loose.
Great play there by Johnson County, forcing that fumble. Quarterback's helmet comes off yet again, ladies and gentlemen.
Got a feeling their quarterback's going to be hitting the ice tomorrow.
Yeah, probably a good idea, but he's got to come off for a play. So I guess number 9, LaChance Burnett's going to come in maybe for their interim QB for a play here. That is a first down, though, for Warren County, one of the very few they've had this game.
And this is just Johnson County style here. Get up big in that first half and just ride it out here in the second. That's just the way it is. That one touchdown early in the game, but just dominant on both sides of the football.
Absolutely.
People in Wrightsville are very excited about this team, and it's a group that's developed together, plays together, and it's been on full display here tonight.
Absolutely.
Got some new numbers out there for us, Craig, and we'll highlight those after this timeout we'll take. You're watching the game of the week right here on TV 35. Just 9:45 to go here from Lovett Stadium inside of Wrightsville, Georgia. We'll be right back.
You can breathe easy with Middle Georgia Mechanical Heating and Air, because when it comes to your home or business's comfort, you deserve nothing but the best. With over 35 years of experience, we've been keeping Middle Georgia cool in the summer and cozy in the winter. All of our technicians are certified and carry a state mechanical license, and they're ready to tackle any job, no matter how small or how large. Call us today at Middle Georgia Mechanical, the team that's as reliable as our systems. Middle Georgia Mechanical, serving all of Middle Georgia right here in Dublin.
Fresh set of downs here for Warren County. Late in the ball game, 35-0. Trojans up big. Quarterback keeper falls forward there. He's coming alive now.
Yeah, absolutely. Not a bad play there. Got a couple new players in the game here for Johnson County on defense. Gavin Siren, number 23, is coming to the ball game, and then number 51, Carson Jones, is coming on D-line there. Looking forward to seeing some good play out of them.
And these downs are so important for both these programs when you got them young guys in there. Look, these are both single-A schools. These are small programs. All experience is very valuable, because anybody who dons that uniform, anybody who dons that Trojan uniform, look, we're going to need them pretty soon here.
Absolutely. Uh-oh.
Keeper
Breaking
again.
down to the 20-yard line there, Johnson County. That's number 8, Quintavion Aldred, on the carry for Warren County, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and Jameer Wadley. Jameer coming off the bench and getting in there and getting it done.
Another new player on defense coming off there, number 26, Morgan Prosser for Johnson County. So getting some young bloods, like you said, Jackson, in there, trying to get some very, very much needed experience, because like we were talking on the commercial break, you know, you're one play from needing that guy in.
That's right. And as evidence tonight, an injury can happen. Gus Reagan, of course, not in pads tonight, and he probably would have played the duration the rest of this game, and Chance Wombles has played it out now. But now, who's that QB2? Such an important question, particularly for a team like Johnson County, when you're always one injury away from next man up, and everyone is. But when you only have so many guys in uniform, every injury is so important.
No, absolutely, you know. It hurts and changes the dynamic and can of your team very, very quickly. You know, think of experience, things like that. So we definitely hope Gus is okay. And maybe in the next 7 minutes we'll get to see a QB2 or QB3 option, Jackson.
Perhaps we could. That's going to be interesting if Wombles finishes it out or we go deeper down on the depth chart. Let's see. Here's the snap for Warren County. Got to bring him down. Jameer Wadley once again. Another tackle for Jameer.
Down here, working towards 6.5 minutes left here. Ball is on the 12-yard line, Johnson County.
Warren County inside of the 5 now. Craig, I don't know about you, man, but, you know, from a fan's perspective, I really want the shutout.
Right. Like you mentioned earlier, Jameer Wadley there coming in on that stop. Some young bloods here in the secondary.
Yeah, building some depth out there. Got to build the depth for the rest of the season. You got 6 minutes to go here, and will the shutout remain? That's the question we face right now.
Definitely got a D up here. Let's see what we got. Quarterback keeper, I feel like, is coming. And there it is. Ball's on the ground, ladies and gentlemen. Warren County will retain possession. I thought that was about to be another Vines Pest Solution and Rehab Advantage replay right there.
That was very close. Very close. Shout out to our friends over at Vines Pest Solutions and Rehab Advantage Sports Medicine, powering us through the season all year long. And, of course, shout out to all of our sponsors. Keeping us out here each and every night for the game of the week. Again, we've mentioned it, but it's Thursday night. We've been blessed to be able to cover Thursday night football and Friday night football.
Absolutely.
This week. Week 2 here, we'll call it. And we got a long way to go in the season. Timeout. Screamin' Devils, they'll take it with just under 5 minutes to go. It's 35-0 from Wrightsville.
Allen's Heating and Cooling is your licensed Amana equipment dealer. Trust Allen's Heating and Cooling to install and service your heating and cooling unit. Allen services all brands, and with the purchase of a new Amana, offers a lifetime compressor warranty. Call Sean Clark or any of his friendly staff at Allen's Heating and Cooling, your Amana dealer. Amana lasts and lasts and lasts.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Can we keep the shutout going? Here's the Screamin' Devils. No, just short of the end zone there. That was, I believe, second and goal there, Craig.
It was. It's
Third and goal. Can these fresh legs and fresh faces for the Trojan defense hold strong, hold on to that shutout?
Dazon Devereaux back on that play there, wrapping him up at the 1 yard line, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can have a nice goal line stand here, keep the shutout in play for you Johnson County Trojans. Coming down, 4 minutes left in the game here with a running clock. 35-0, Joco on top.
Third and goal, like you said, Craig, the shutout remains. Different man in there taking the snaps.
He's running it.
He's running, he's got a hold, no! Stretched out ball is loose again.
Ball is loose. Looks like Johnson County thinks they have it. At least the coaching staff does. And they
Murray
do.
thinks they have it. Wow, that's brought to you by Vines Pest Solutions. The fumble recovered by the Trojans. The shutout remains. Let's get the offense back out there. Hey, man, look. You just like to see it every once in a while, a perfect game, if you will. When you look at that Matt Hatchett scoreboard, it reads 35-0 in favor of the Johnson County Trojans.
Absolutely, Jackson. You couldn't have said it better myself. Like to see everybody playing, until the end of the game, right? Whether you're up or you're down. Yeah. So what a great job. That's another tip of the cap to Coach Norton and this crew. Now let's see, hey, what if we got a 99-yard, backup in, squat time, And
I don't know what Coach Norton is thinking about, but he might be thinking about victory formation here pretty soon with 2:55 here to go in the game. But another thing to think about, Craig, is those young guys or those fresh legs, some young and some just some depth pieces, some of our depth guys getting in there and coming away with a huge turnover brought to you by Vines Pest Solutions. They got a new quarterback in here, Craig.
They do. Number 24, Easton Ivy there.
Jameer Wadley trying to get out of the end zone. Does it?
Just does.
A sigh of relief.
Back to the line of scrimmage there. Was looking like we were about to give up a safety as the only points of the game there.
I'm not going to lie to you. That's a big run right there by Jameer. Finds a way when it didn't look like he would to get out of the end zone.
Absolutely. May have to hit that midline here with whoever's replacing Jeremiah Taylor. I saw he came off. But good to see, QB3 or somebody in there like Gavin coming in, calling some plays. Let's see how deep we really are here. Like you said, a single-A school, you only have so many next men up.
You only got so many kids in the building. You got half the male population wearing blue uniforms right now.
Absolutely. Got 1:45 left here to play.
Minute 30. Here we go, Craig.
And take another midline there. That's
Good
number
running from
21.
Jameer. It's all right.
Jameer Wadley on the carry there.
Back-to-back totes for Jameer. Giving him some trust in the man there. Maury Kyler is going to check in, the senior, number 29. Third down, Craig, 35 seconds on the play clock and a minute on the game.
Yeah, only got to run about 2 more plays here as we're under a minute here, about 55 seconds left to go. And we're trying to wrap this shutout up.
Easton Ivy, another freshman, number 24. Going to be under center here.
Aiden Hall is in, left tackle. And he's got a hole there.
Jameer, look at Jameer, shifty there, stays on his feet, past the 10-yard line.
And that's going to be the game, ladies and gentlemen.
Johnson County, first down will be enough to take us to the end of the game.
What a game here by Johnson County. Pitched out a shutout, near about perfect game. 10 seconds left here, and that's going to do it. Thank you guys for joining.
Ladies and gentlemen, stick with us. We'll be on the field for the Premier Heating and Air Player of the Game. We will be right back here from Johnson County. It's all Trojans all night long. Johnson County 2-0. They'll be back in action September the 11th against the Wheeler County Bulldogs. Thank you for joining us. Johnson County 2-0.
Premier Heating and Air is who you need to call to check all the boxes. Google Guaranteed, check. Better Business Bureau A+ rating, check. 4.9 star with Google, check. Premier Guaranteed, check. We even offer free second opinions and free estimates on new units. Call or log on today. Premier is here. Cannot be combined with other offer. Expires 8/31/26.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with the Premier Heating and Air Player of the Game, the offensive line. Matthew, be your representative for your guys. How are we feeling, boys?
Good.
We feeling good. We feeling good. This is a unit that has performed beyond, performed very good the past 2 weeks. Matthew, what's been the key to your guys' success tonight and last week?
Communication and teamwork.
Yeah, tell me about that. You're the center. Talk about the communication and your role leading the line.
I have to make sure everyone blocks their right assignment and make sure we all block who we're supposed to.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Matthew McCoy, a senior. Dwayne, we got to talk to you, baby. Dwayne, how you feeling after tonight?
Great.
You feeling good? Why you feeling so good tonight, man?
Man, we 0, and we put up the score.
Put up the score.
Yeah, great blocking.
We rolling now. You guys got a week off. What are you guys going to do for the bye week?
Work hard.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Step in here for me, man. What's your name? Introduce yourself.
Cedric Bridges.
Cedric Bridges here with me now. Cedric,
yes,
big game for you guys. What position were you at tonight?
I was at left guard.
Left guard. Talk about that, man. A lot of moving around out there, and you protect that backfield. Talk about your performance tonight and your line.
Yes, sir. I just pull, get around the edge, do my assignment, and just play my game.
Yeah.
That's really it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And this is week 2. You guys 2-0. I was there for a little bit of summer practice. Y'all work hard all summer.
Yes,
how does it feel tonight to just have finally a big win, 2 big wins under your belt?
It feels great. We just gonna bounce back the next week, play even harder.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's keep working. Who's next? Come on. I got to talk to the whole O-line right now. Right now. How are you, sir? Introduce yourself to the crowd, man.
Carson Jones.
Carson Jones here with me now. Carson, how you feeling, man?
Great.
Yeah, you feeling good, man. Sir. And wearing that Trojan blue, man, getting a win tonight in front of your home crowd. How's it feel?
Awesome.
Feels good. It feels good. Going into the bye week, what are you doing to stay fresh and maybe rest a little bit?
Couple lifts and field workouts.
Yes, sir. I like that. I like that. I need one more. I know there's one more at least. I know there's one more. How you doing, brother? Doing well. What's your name? Introduce yourself.
My name is Ricardo Taylor.
Ricardo, big win for you guys tonight. How you feeling?
Feeling good, feeling great.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What you going to do going into the bye week after this big win?
Just working, conditioning, and staying healthy.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, offensive line, we're giving them the Premier Heating and Air Player of the Game trophy. Dwayne Abrams holding it, a senior leader for the Johnson County Trojans. 2-0, Johnson County's rolling.
Mid-State Pools and Spas can help you create the backyard you've always dreamed of having. Choose from special pool sizes and shapes, or let Mid-State Pools and Spas design one just for you. Pools qualify for home improvement loans. Interest rates are still low, so call now. Mid-State Pools and Spas, 275-0506. If your existing pool needs a new liner, Mid-State Pools and Spas can help with that too. So stop by one of our locations in Vidalia, Dublin, and Sandersville today. Mid-State Pools and Spas, Middle Georgia's most trusted pool dealer.
Ladies and gentlemen, here with head coach for the Johnson County Trojans, Coach Don Norton. Coach, overall performance tonight, how you feeling?
Yeah, I feel good. 35 is more than 0, and that's a good thing. Yeah. So always good to beat Warren County Screamin' Devils.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll take it. A couple of good offensive performances from your guys. Are we where we want to be here in week 2, Coach?
No, probably one of the worst weeks of practices we've had in a long time. That shotgun series that we did, and it looked like we practiced. You know, I don't think we completed a pass all week, and I don't know if we completed one tonight. Yeah. So as you practice, so shall you play, and we got to get better.
That's right. What's holding us back from completing those passes? You know, from our vantage point, we're close. We're just missing.
As you practice, so shall you play.
There you go. Yeah. And Gus Reagan, Coach, freshman, goes down there. Any update there?
No updates. We're going to get him seen about first thing in the morning. Great kid. Man, I hate it. Many prayers to him, and you can't ask for a better kid, and I hope things are going to work out for him.
Yes, sir. We'll be praying for that, and we'll pray for that, and we'll celebrate this victory, and we know you guys will get back to work. Ladies and gentlemen, head coach for the Johnson County Trojans. After a big win here in week 2, 2-0, Trojans are moving, Trojans are rolling. Coach Don Norton.
Go Trojans.
Yes, sir.
Hey folks, Mike Anderson. Samson Steel Structures is not just a company, it's a kingdom-minded company.
We don't just serve our customers, we serve our community any way we can.
When I first got the address before I bought the land for the company, he also gave me a scripture, Deuteronomy 28:12. It says, "The Lord will open up the store gates of his bounty and send rain on your land in this season. You will lend to many nations, but borrow from none." I took that as a direct charge when we opened up this company. For every athlete, band member, cheerleader, or fan, remember, put your faith in Christ and there's no limit where he will take you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome out. This is your Samson Steel Structures Into the Huddle feature of the week, and we've got Mr. Jeremiah Taylor here with me now. We're here in Wrightsville. How are you doing, Jeremiah?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. So, Jeremiah, we were just talking about your ties to the program, to Johnson County football. Kind of tell our viewers, tell our audience out there what this place means to you.
Well, I've been here my whole life, ever since I've been little. I've been managing when I was little, and then I just grew up in this locker room, in this area, and with the team, and just figuring out how our head coach, Don Norton, runs everything, and just paying attention ever since I've been little.
Yeah, absolutely, and just that paying attention, man, as you think back to being that little guy in these locker rooms at the games, and now you're out there, you're on the field, you're playing running back, you're playing linebacker. What does it mean to you when you think about that young man that you were, that little guy that you were, to now be wearing the blue and white each night?
It means a lot because, like you said, I used to be little, coming in here looking up to the guys and stuff, and now that I'm one of them and I have youngins looking up to me, it means a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. You understand what it's like to be that young guy. So, yeah, you carry that with you. So, let's talk about your family. Your brothers played here, and your dad, a coach here for the Trojans.
My brothers, William and Joshua Taylor, shout out to them. They taught me everything I know. Also, my dad, he taught me everything I know. And, yeah, him being my linebacker coach, there's a lot that goes on behind closed doors, discussions, looking over film and stuff like that. My brothers, they really try to prepare me for what football life's gonna be like, college football life's gonna be like. They really tried to help me as much as possible to be prepared to be the best player I could be. And shout out to my mom, Starlet Taylor. She wakes up every day. She's a hardworking lady, and she inspires me to keep going every day. My grandmother, she's a breast cancer survivor. And, yeah, she keeps pushing every day. She tries to make every game that she can. And, yeah, it just means a lot. And my late uncle, he played here, and he was a running back. And, yeah, I heard stories about him all the time. Right. So it just makes me feel like I'm at home when I'm wearing that Trojan blue.
Yeah, that thing, man, it means a lot to you. You work hard for everybody you just mentioned, don't you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. I try and do everything dedicated to them and dedicated to our late coach, which was also my uncle, Sean Linder. He was a very special guy in the community and in my heart, and yeah.
Yeah, man. What do you think's so special about Johnson County football? Because anytime I come here, Jeremiah, you guys are close, and obviously for you, the family aspect, but the whole team. What brings you guys together? The way you guys are so close.
We've been together a lot. This whole group, we really grown up together, and we've been playing ball together our whole life. And this year especially, we've done a lot of team bonding. We've done late things after practice, such as like the extra things that we do, such as whether it's working out or running. And like we've bonded here at the school. Our coach approved of us coming to the locker room and just having team bonding time, whether that's playing the game or just having conversations and just vibing with each other.
Yeah, I love that, man.
Yes, sir.
Tell me a little bit about yourself. You're a junior here. What about future aspirations for Jeremiah?
For my future, I want to continue to play football, whether that's at the D3 level, the D2 level, or the D1 level.
Just want to play ball.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I just want to play ball. I'm a hard worker. I like to work. Me and my friends, we work a lot. We push each other to be the best we can be. And, yeah, it just comes with growing up, down here in Johnson County. My brothers and, like I said, my dad pushing me to be the best I can be. When I was little, I used to race my brothers, but they used to beat me. But it was just all for the competition.
Right.
I love competing, and I just love the game.
I love that, man. Ladies and gentlemen, our Samson Steel Structures feature of the week, Mr. Jeremiah Taylor.
Are you tired of being bombarded with ads and quotes and not knowing who to trust online? Don't take a chance with such an important decision with just any online dealer. Come to Dublin and see why Samson Steel Structures is your #1 choice for steel buildings. We have beautiful display models to get a close look and see for yourself what makes us #1 in 17 states with 5-star service. We have design specialists on site that will sit down with you and make sure your building is perfect for your property. Or you can get creative and design your own building at SamsonSteelStructures.com. Remember, when you buy the best, you'll forget the rest.